The hidden truth your sister never wanted you to discover about your father's fortune, and the secret move she made behind your back that will shake your. Archangel Michael says, "Listen carefully, for what I am about to reveal cannot be ignored. A shadow has fallen over your family, and what you believe to be truth is only a fraction of the story. Your sister has taken steps that have silently altered the path of your inheritance, and the consequences will soon be undeniable. The wind of destiny moves unseen, carrying whispers of betrayal and secrets tightly bound. Every document, every conversation, every handshake holds fragments of a truth that has been deliberately concealed. Time has protected the deception, but not forever. Your sister's actions are not random, they are calculated, precise, and shrouded in a calm exterior that fools the unobservant. She has spoken words to the bank that were meant to remain hidden, words that manipulate the flow of wealth that is rightfully yours. The foundation of your family's legacy trembles under the weight of her silence. Do not underestimate the power of hidden intentions. The smallest act of concealment can grow into a force capable of reshaping lives. Every choice she made in secrecy carries energy that now seeks exposure. The papers in her possession are more than mere numbers, they are keys to doors that should have been shared equally. What she whispered to bankers and advisors has set into motion events that cannot be stopped by ordinary means. Archangel Michael says, "You must remain vigilant, for eyes unseen are watching the currents of your destiny." Fear and uncertainty will try to cloud your mind, but clarity arrives in subtle ways. Each detail, once overlooked, now becomes a thread in the web she has spun. The truth will demand recognition, and it will not be gentle. Patience is a weapon, as is awareness. Her secrecy is not meant to protect you, yet she convinces herself it is. The deception is a fortress, but it carries cracks visible only to those who do not blink. The power of revelation is near, drawing closer with each passing day. Events you thought mundane are clues in the unraveling story of hidden assets. Every signature she made, every statement she gave, contributes to a larger tapestry of truth. The house feels heavier than it once did, as if the walls themselves have absorbed the tension of secrets long held. Every room holds echoes of decisions made in silence, of whispers that were never meant for your ears. Your sister moves through these spaces with a calm that belies the storm she has orchestrated. There is power in concealment, and she has learned it well. Each action has been deliberate, every word calculated to protect her advantage. What you assumed was loyalty is a veneer, masking a carefully plotted game that now touches the heart of your family fortune. Money, trust, and legacy have been twisted into a silent battlefield. She has spoken behind your back, arranging agreements and influencing decisions that affect what you deserve. Archangel Michael says, "This moment of reckoning is near, hold steady, for the truth cannot be contained forever." Do not let anger blind you. Awareness is your shield, and observation your sword. The revelation will come not with noise, but with the subtle shift of circumstances finally aligned to expose what has been hidden. Type Amen to receive your blessing. 999. Documents long thought routine are now instruments of revelation. A single signature she thought trivial may be the key that unlocks the entire truth. Behind every official stamp, every notarized paper, lies the subtle mark of her influence, invisible yet powerful. Trust has been tested and bent, though not yet broken. She believed she could manipulate the flow of your inheritance unnoticed, shaping decisions with whispers rather than declarations. But energy cannot be held indefinitely, the universe responds, and balance is inevitable. The people around her, those she trusted to witness her maneuvers, are part of the silent mechanism moving events into clarity. Even alliances she assumed unbreakable are shifting in ways she cannot anticipate. Every choice she made to conceal the truth is now a thread pulling tighter around the heart of her own deception. Time itself seems to conspire for the unveiling. Patterns emerge, connections crystallize, and what once appeared random now reveals its purpose. Nothing escapes the design that seeks to bring hidden acts to light. Your father's wealth, once a symbol of stability, has become the epicenter of an unseen storm. Each asset, each account, each property bears the imprint of decisions made without your knowledge. The subtle manipulations of your sister have shifted the course of inheritance, yet the final balance cannot be altered by secrecy alone. Archangel Michael says, "Remain vigilant and steadfast, your insight will guide the unfolding of truth." Her calm is a mask, a deliberate illusion to keep you unaware. The reality beneath that mask carries consequences she has not fully foreseen. Events you considered ordinary now take on significance. The timing of her actions, the recipients of her confidences, all align with a hidden strategy meant to obscure your rightful claim. Yet the flow of energy favors clarity, and every hidden move eventually surfaces. Do not be consumed by resentment, let your strength grow in silent observation. Awareness sharpens perception, and perception illuminates paths that deception cannot touch. Her carefully constructed silence is now the stage for inevitable revelation. The bank, once a neutral institution, now holds the evidence of concealed words and subtle influence. Her statements, recorded yet hidden, act as markers for the coming exposure. What she thought was private will soon become the proof of manipulation, the undeniable trace of secrecy. Each interaction she had, each document she signed under pretense, contributes to a growing pattern impossible to ignore. The timing, the recipients, and the decisions all point toward a strategy that now unravels on its own momentum. No plan of concealment can resist the force of truth. Patience is required, yet urgency pulses beneath the surface. The energy of what is concealed is restless, seeking resolution. In every subtle detail, the signs appear, waiting for your attention to connect the threads. The moments ahead will demand clarity and courage. Your sister's network of hidden actions, once invisible, begins to cast shadows long enough for all to see. Archangel Michael's voice echoes, "Stand firm, the revelation is near, and justice flows without hesitation." Type Amen to receive your blessing 777. Every conversation she held, every document she touched, is a silent witness to the unfolding story. Her influence was precise, her manipulations careful, yet the universe records all actions without error. What was hidden in shadows is now stepping into light, unavoidable and definitive. The energy she tried to control has begun its own course, moving independently of intention. Consequences she did not calculate ripple outward, touching people, decisions, and accounts in ways that cannot be reversed. The fortress of her secrecy is fragile against the momentum of revelation. Observe carefully, the smallest clue may unlock the largest truth. Signatures, dates, patterns of communication, and interactions all serve as markers pointing to the concealed reality. Archangel Michael says, "Do not fear the truth, it is your ally, guiding you to rightful clarity." Her calm, composed exterior hides a nervous undercurrent, one she cannot fully conceal. Every careful step to protect her advantage now accelerates the exposure of her actions. The weight of hidden deeds grows heavier with each passing day, pressing toward acknowledgement. Type Amen to receive your blessing 999. The truth waits in quiet corners, unseen but palpable, like a shadow stretching across the walls. Every action your sister took to manipulate circumstances now becomes a part of a greater story that cannot be denied. The calm she projected was never protection, it was concealment. Her alliances, carefully cultivated, now reveal cracks invisible to her own perception. Each confidant she believed loyal becomes a witness, even unknowingly, to the unfolding of hidden plans. The subtle energy of concealment begins to betray her, hinting at the inevitability of revelation. The documents she thought she controlled are shifting under the force of clarity. Numbers, dates, and agreements that were arranged in secrecy now speak their truth with quiet insistence. Every signature carries weight beyond intention, guiding the inevitable exposure of hidden acts. The path ahead is marked with subtle signs. Observing carefully, you notice the imperceptible shifts in behavior and circumstance that signal change. Archangel Michael's voice pierces the quiet, "The time for revelation is upon you. Stand steadfast and claim your rightful clarity." Every word spoken behind closed doors now becomes a marker of intent. Her attempts to influence decisions without disclosure leave traces in the rhythm of events. The unseen energy she thought she controlled begins to move freely, revealing the full pattern of hidden acts. Her calm is now under pressure, each move subtly influencing outcomes she cannot predict. What she thought was discreet now ripples with consequences that spread beyond her control. The truth she sought to suppress advances steadily, unstoppable in its quiet authority. The weight of her actions manifests not in immediate confrontation but in subtle shifts across all matters tied to the family legacy. Every decision she made with hidden intent sends vibrations that align with the eventual exposure. Archangel Michael says, "Patience and awareness are your greatest weapons, clarity is your shield." Your role is not to react hastily, but to witness with precision. Observing the smallest inconsistencies, noting the subtle misalignments, prepares you to understand the full scope of what was concealed. The revelation, when it arrives, will be undeniable and absolute. Type Amen to receive your blessing 333. The bank holds more than accounts, it holds the record of concealed words, subtle directions, and agreements made without transparency. Each interaction, once thought trivial, is now part of a larger story pointing directly to hidden manipulation. The structure of her secrecy is cracking, revealing the orchestration beneath. Every subtle motion, every deliberate pause in her dealings, is now illuminated by the unstoppable force of exposure. The truth does not need to shout, it moves silently, reshaping the environment around it. Your sister's carefully arranged calm now faces the inevitable tide of revelation. The energy surrounding hidden acts is restless, seeking resolution and balance. It cannot be suppressed indefinitely, the universe moves in patterns that demand justice and clarity. Archangel Michael reminds you, your patience will be rewarded, and the truth will align in your favor. The very documents she thought shielded her now guide you toward what was hidden. Each statement, each notarized detail, each signed agreement carries an echo of intent that cannot be erased. Awareness transforms these fragments into a map of concealed motives. Her calm exterior begins to falter under the weight of unseen forces. Small slips, overlooked details, and unconscious gestures now reveal the strategy she hoped would remain invisible. The web of manipulation she spun is now illuminated by forces beyond her control. You watch as patterns emerge in conversations, in timing, and in the flow of decisions around her. Everything aligns with the truth she tried to obscure. The subtle tension in her actions signals that the hidden path she walked is no longer protected. The unseen observers, the subtle currents, and the invisible threads all converge to expose what has been concealed. Each element she controlled now works against her, revealing the careful orchestration of her actions. Archangel Michael says, "Stand firm and observe. Revelation comes swiftly and justly." The calm she relied upon is fractured, each day carrying the weight of inevitable exposure. What she whispered behind closed doors, each carefully chosen word, now returns as evidence in the unfolding story. Her secrecy is no longer a shield but a marker for the truth that rises steadily toward visibility. Type Amen to receive your blessing 999. Every record, every note, every silent agreement now serves as testimony. Her influence over the bank, over advisors, over decisions once hidden, is becoming transparent through subtle signs. What she thought was controlled and concealed now aligns with the forces revealing the truth. The timing of actions, the alignment of events, and the rhythm of hidden maneuvers all converge into a pattern that cannot be ignored. Each subtle misstep she made, once invisible, now appears as a piece of the inevitable puzzle. Archangel Michael speaks, "Observe carefully, clarity is unfolding, and justice is aligning perfectly." The calm she projected is now replaced with tension imperceptible but undeniable. Every gesture, every hesitation, every quiet manipulation carries the mark of exposure approaching. Energy moves to reveal what has long been hidden, and nothing can stop it. The house, the documents, the conversations, all are part of the revealing tapestry. Her plans, meticulous in design, now face forces beyond her understanding. Awareness allows you to see the flow of hidden acts and the inevitability of their unveiling. Type Amen to receive your blessing 555. The air feels charged with unseen currents, moving quietly but with purpose. Every space your sister occupied seems to hold a secret, each corner a silent witness to actions you were never meant to see. The calm she projected is now a fragile mask, barely holding against the shifting truth. Her words to the bank, whispered in confidence, carry weight she cannot imagine. These secrets, thought safely hidden, now pulse with energy ready to reveal themselves. Every document, every signature, and every overlooked detail forms part of the unfolding revelation. The subtle influence she exercised is now turning against her. Forces beyond human observation align, pulling each hidden action into clarity. Archangel Michael says, "Stand unwavering, for the unseen truths are now moving to the surface." Every step she took to obscure the path now becomes a guide to uncovering it. The energy of concealment grows restless, moving in patterns that lead inevitably to exposure. Observation sharpens your awareness, revealing the careful orchestration she attempted to hide. Type Amen to receive your blessing 333. The house carries a weight heavier than mere walls. Each room is filled with echoes of silent decisions, the shadows of agreements made without your knowledge. The calm exterior she maintains is a fragile veil over the storm she has created. Hidden words, concealed signatures, and subtle manipulations all point to her deliberate concealment. Every effort to manipulate outcomes now acts as a map guiding you to the truth. Her control, once assumed absolute, now trembles under the quiet force of revelation. The bank, the advisors, even those she considered allies, are unknowingly part of the disclosure she cannot stop. Each action she took in secrecy now contributes to a visible pattern. Archangel Michael says, "Observe closely, clarity is your companion, and justice is inevitable." Every choice she made carries consequences that ripple outward. The quiet acts of concealment cannot resist the momentum of disclosure. Each subtle detail points to a network of hidden intentions now ready to be revealed. Type Amen to receive your blessing 777. The energy of truth moves silently but relentlessly. Every document she touched, every word she spoke, every decision made in hidden corridors now carries the mark of exposure. Her calm is fractured, and the pressure of inevitable revelation presses closer. Patterns emerge where she intended chaos. Actions once hidden now align with clarity, revealing motives, manipulation, and intent. Her attempts to shield herself from the truth only highlight the strength of the unseen forces moving toward disclosure. Observation is your tool, patience your shield. The subtle vibrations of hidden deeds become unmistakable, and the unseen energy of secrecy can no longer remain quiet. Archangel Michael says, "Stand ready, the tide of revelation approaches, and your rightful clarity is near." Every interaction she had, every document signed, every whispered word is part of the emerging story. The calm she assumed would protect her now carries the weight of exposure. Energy, once bound by secrecy, now flows freely toward inevitable revelation. Type Amen to receive your blessing 999. The network of hidden actions she constructed trembles under the force of clarity. Every subtle manipulation, every quiet decision, every unseen influence now contributes to the unfolding truth. The weight of secrecy is heavy, but the force of revelation is heavier. Her carefully measured calm begins to crack under pressure. Small inconsistencies, unnoticed before, now carry significant meaning. The energy of hidden acts moves inexorably, aligning circumstances that cannot be reversed. The documents she thought secured now illuminate her intentions. Dates, signatures, and agreements reveal the silent orchestration she believed invisible. Archangel Michael says, "Remain vigilant, the truth flows like a river, unstoppable and precise." Subtle changes in her behavior betray the tension she cannot hide. Each carefully crafted concealment now contributes to her exposure. Observation allows you to follow the patterns, seeing the web of influence she spun and now cannot control. Type Amen to receive your blessing 555. The weight of hidden truths presses against the walls, whispering of secrets your sister cannot fully control. Each room, each document, each subtle interaction carries traces of what was concealed. Her calm facade grows thinner with every passing moment. Every signature she believed insignificant now resonates with undeniable importance. The whispers she thought forgotten have become evidence in the quiet unfolding of revelation. Each hidden act, once a shield, now becomes a marker of truth. The subtle currents of energy, invisible to the human eye, gather strength. Every manipulation she attempted is now a thread leading directly to exposure. Archangel Michael says, "Hold fast, the revelation moves swiftly, and your rightful clarity will shine." Observation sharpens insight. The patterns of secrecy now appear like a map, guiding each step toward undeniable truth. The calm she maintained cannot resist the pressure of emerging clarity. Type Amen to receive your blessing 777. Her influence over advisors, documents, and accounts is fragile against the momentum of truth. Every interaction she orchestrated in secrecy now contributes to the unfolding clarity. The foundation of her concealment trembles under the inevitable tide of exposure. The timing of hidden actions now aligns with the energy of revelation. Every subtle decision, each concealed agreement, forms part of a story she cannot stop. Archangel Michael says, "Stand steady, patience and awareness are your greatest tools in the unfolding of truth." The house itself seems to breathe with the weight of concealed intentions. Shadows of decisions made in silence stretch across the walls, revealing the careful orchestration of hidden acts. Each detail she thought insignificant now illuminates the strategy she tried to keep unseen. Energy flows toward revelation with unstoppable force. Her calm exterior falters under the pressure of what is emerging. Observation transforms fragments into clarity, and every concealed act moves into the light. Type Amen to receive your blessing 999. The documents she assumed protected her now guide the unfolding story. Dates, signatures, and statements all act as markers, revealing the orchestration of hidden intentions. Each subtle misstep she made, once invisible, now becomes a piece of the puzzle of exposure. The rhythm of events she tried to influence is now revealing itself. Every bank interaction, every quiet conversation, every hidden word aligns with a narrative she cannot control. Archangel Michael says, "Remain vigilant, the truth advances steadily, and justice aligns without fail." The calm she projected begins to crumble. Subtle shifts in behavior, unnoticed previously, now signal the inevitable exposure of her actions. Energy moves to reveal what has long been hidden, unstoppable and precise. Her network of hidden actions trembles under the pressure of clarity. Each concealed signature, each whispered word, each silent maneuver contributes to the unveiling that cannot be denied. Observation allows you to follow the unfolding story, seeing what she could not control. Type Amen to receive your blessing 555. The tension of concealment is palpable, pressing into every space she occupies. Every act she thought private now carries weight, shaping a narrative beyond her control. The calm she relied upon is now fractured, the mask slipping slowly as energy exposes hidden intentions. Every interaction, each concealed action, now becomes evidence of orchestration. Small inconsistencies, unnoticed before, reveal the careful strategy she attempted to hide. Archangel Michael says, "Stand firm, clarity is near, and the momentum of truth cannot be stopped." The house, the bank, the advisors, all hold threads of her hidden manipulation. Each subtle detail aligns with the ultimate revelation. Observation and patience allow you to follow the path she tried to obscure, uncovering the strategy she cannot conceal. Energy of truth flows steadily, unstoppable in its purpose. Every hidden act, every quiet influence, every concealed decision now moves toward exposure. The calm she maintained for so long cannot resist the pull of revelation. Type Amen to receive your blessing. 333. Every subtle gesture she makes carries the weight of concealed intention. The calm she projects is a thin veil over a storm of hidden actions. Each word spoken in confidence now becomes a thread leading to exposure. Her influence over banks and advisors, once hidden, is now subtly unraveling. Every document she touched, every agreement she signed, carries marks that cannot remain concealed. Archangel Michael says, "Be vigilant, the truth moves swiftly, and justice flows in alignment with what is rightfully yours." The house itself seems to pulse with secrets waiting to be revealed. Each room holds echoes of decisions made quietly, of whispers intended to be invisible. Her carefully measured calm now falters under the pressure of revelation. The energy of hidden acts moves inexorably toward clarity. Each concealed signature, each secret word, each subtle manipulation aligns with forces beyond human observation. Awareness allows you to see the network of hidden influence she thought invisible. Type Amen to receive your blessing. 777. Her quiet confidence is now strained, every move revealing tension beneath the surface. Documents she assumed protected her now illuminate her actions. The web of secrecy she wove begins to unravel under the unstoppable momentum of revelation. Each subtle interaction she had with the bank carries new significance. Words once whispered in confidence are now markers in the unfolding story. Archangel Michael says, "Stand firm, the hidden will soon be exposed, and clarity will rise." The calm exterior she maintained is no longer sufficient to conceal the truth. Small inconsistencies, subtle gestures, and overlooked details signal the approaching exposure. The energy of revelation moves silently but with unstoppable force.